What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another Jujutsu Kaisen chapter review. Chapter 254, the Shinjuku Showdown, part 26. Where we left off, we had a bit of a Maki showcase. And it didn't end in a very good fashion. I mean, we got the first Black Flash from the King of Curses shown in a triple page spread, like it was a Naruto or Jackie Chan film, and it was not pretty. It was pretty visually, but if you were rooting for Maki, it was not something you wanted to see. And that's definitely something Kusakabe didn't want to see, because now with him being the only one left standing at the moment, he's stepping up to the mantle. And here we're getting pretty much a rundown of how Simple Domain works and how he uses it offensively and defensively. He starts off by letting us know that even though it's basic, simple, a domain is a domain. So sure hit attacks don't affect him while he's using it, or anyone else for that matter. Example, Gojo and Miwa. But attacks fired by the will of the user, he can't neutralize those. But another caveat, he's placed a program or conditions, which is dope, like other domains, such as like how Yuta set a program to where he picks what technique is the sure hit. He set a program that kind of auto defends instead of auto attacks whatever enters the domain. So essentially he's like an idol master amplified by his simple domain. And it's really cool when we get here later, kind of get Kusakabe glazing by his peers, and they kind of prove why he's grade 1 even without a technique. He's super reliable, he's knowledgeable and versatile, on top of the fact that Simple Domain is very good against domain users, and he can really even the playing field. And it's just something that any one of those other sorcerers like Mei Mei, Nanami, and even Gojo would love to have on their team. And it also just goes to show how that can apply to him being a great teacher, which is why it's so funny that I think he's a higher level teacher as far as he teaches like more advanced grade, which makes sense because of his knowledge and applications of pure technique. But then it's funny they juxtapose that with Gojo being the first year's teacher, the man who does most things off instinct, who can't really teach shit, but he does give his students creative freedom. Now, when I read this chapter, and even till this day when I'm recording this video, Mei Mei made an interesting comment about rising to grade 1 without a curse technique and them not thinking with their mind but with their backbone. The word backbone is highlighted to show emphasis. And at first I thought, since techniques and whatnot can be run through the brain and be rewired, I thought maybe because he didn't have a technique, he applied the other aspects of Jujutsu through like some other part of the body. But I think it kind of adds to that when they mention how kind-hearted he is. They're pretty much saying he'll come through when it counts. And it's wild because we got some crazy movement from him. It gives me the idea that maybe he should have joined in earlier, especially around the time like maybe in Yuta's domain. And he even pulls out this crazy new shadow style Hazy Moon, which if it goes along the lines of his other techniques, it's like he has a barrier sword. So I wonder how that effect would apply against something like a technique. Like I wonder if it could cut other people's techniques. Maybe if he had a projectile coming at him or something. Gege decides it's not going to do too much because he just goes for the obvious, easy to read. Sukuna can see that with one eye, stabbed through the heart, and then he just gets taken out. Ui comes to the rescue as usual to get him up out of there. And Sukuna is like, he's tired of it. I'm fed up. No more sub-ins. Like, I can't have this game going forever. But just when we think that the man Miguel shows up, Now, honestly, I don't know what he plans to do. And granted, we don't know what his technique is, but it's interesting because even Gege has pointed out that he went toe-to-toe with Gojo. Now, I don't know if Mappa didn't get the memo, but when I saw the movie, it didn't look like he was going toe-to-toe. It looks like he was just surviving Gojo. So we're going to see what tactics are going to be employed. Honestly, I don't have too much high hopes for Miguel, but then again, I had moderate hopes for Kusakabe, and he exceeded those expectations. Like, to keep it a bit, I think he earned the title of Grade 1 Sorcerer, and that's just crazy to think what that means for someone who learns his teachings like Itadori and has a technique. But yeah, if y'all like this video, y'all let me know. Y'all count how many times I said simple domain in this one video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and tap in for more videos I got coming. Peace.